Okay, hello guys. So basically, I'll be doing a movie review of the movie that I've just watched yesterday, and that was Us. So let me break it down for you guys. This is going to be a lot of spoilers. There's going to be a lot of spoilers, and I am gonna give it a rating out of a 9 to 10, and I think it was really interesting because it's been a long time that I haven't watched a movie like that. And I think there's a lot of similarities between that movie and Get Out, because when I was watching it last night, it was just it was just like I got flashbacks of like Get Out when he was with the family, and then he had to escape and all of that. And I think it was a similar kind of situation with this family, except that they are trying to escape from their doppelgangers, and these doppelgangers are their shadows. So I found that very, very interesting because I've never really seen like a story like that for a long time, and I don't think I've ever watched a movie about shadows trying to overcome the real people. So yeah, and how it happened was, the family, they went on this trip, and then and then they encountered their doppelgangers on a random night. And these doppelgangers, they were very different, and they had a different personality. Their personality were not not the best. So the original, they were obviously the best personality. So it's like you passing your grades and in maths and in science and whatever, or you having a really, really good job, and you talk and you're really pretty and whatever, and then your shadow is like the ugly one that is that doesn't pass this grade or whatever. There's something like that, because I noticed that the dad's doppelganger was very dumb. He doesn't speak. He was like and all that. And Adeline, she was very assertive. Like she was ahead compared to her husband. She was more alert. Like, oh my gosh, there's somebody out there, and then she immediately call the police and all of that before. And then he would think that he can do it. He's very brave. So he's very brave, which is really good. Like, that's a good personality. So they thought that the family outside were completely different because they didn't see their faces and all that. So I thought that was so interesting. I thought that these family were gonna be, peaceful. They're gonna be nice. They're gonna, but it turned out to be like a horror film. I think it's in between like a horror film and a psychological thriller. I think because there was some comedy involved, and you know it wasn't as gory. Like horror films, very gory and all of that. So it was a little touch of all of that, and I think it's more of a psychological thriller to me. So what's great about it? So let's get into details. So how it started with Adeline, I'm going to talk about the beginning and I'm going to talk about the end. So basically I'm going to spoil the whole movie. And so Adeline was very quiet. She was known to be very, very quiet when she was a child. Her mom and dad, they went to a therapist, and they spoke to a therapist, how can we get our child to speak and have a conversation with them. And they were trying their best to seek out alternatives to help her. So that was through dancing, that was through expressing herself in art and all of that. and and this child, like, she was paying attention to how her mom and dad was talking about her. She doesn't understand herself how she is so quiet. And one day when they were out, um, they were out playing games. They're out like at this place, I think Santa Cruz or whatever, and yeah. So she just wandered off somewhere. She doesn't know why she's wandering off, and then she was just walking until she sees this mirror, and then she was facing backwards to the mirror, and she felt that somebody was behind her, so she turned around, and she was scared, like because she couldn't believe that it was somebody that looks exactly like her. So that's very weird. Imagine you just going about your business, and then you're out, and then all of a sudden you meet someone who's your doppelganger. You're gonna be frightened. You're gonna be scared. So that's how she felt. And she doesn't speak or talk or anything, so she doesn't really think like that. Oh, maybe I should get out of the way. But before she could do that, the doppelganger was smiling at her. Like, that was very freaky, and you think, oh, is this a ghost? Because that's the first thing that I was thinking, that this is not a doppelganger or whatever. Because at the end of the movie, I realized it was just shadow or whatever, doppelganger. And the doppelganger, the shadow, choked her. So the story cut off when she saw her doppelganger. So that was it. So throughout the entire movie, we didn't know that they swapped places. So that was so interesting to see that Adeline now, she's more assertive. She's outspoken. She's more of a leader. A lot of that in the family.